Hey guys and girls, so Avorion just had a patch and it's 0.10.2 and I thought we'd go through the patch notes together if you like, and if you don't want to go through them, check the link in the description. The very bottom there will be a link to the patch notes, or you can read them through the description as well if it fits in there. We'll see. So this patch was based on just stability mainly, and some bug fixes, crash fixes, etc. And hopefully they have solved your issues. And if not, hopefully the next patch will fix your issues. So I guess basically we could start with, in this patch we focus mainly on fixes and server stability, not on features. You can expect new features down the road. So for the server patch notes, now, please realize that server and bugs, there's bug fixes that kind of mix in with that too, and miscellaneous. So it's kind of everywhere because they call it the server, but even when you play single player, you connect to an actual local server instance that you don't really see, but the idea is you're still playing on a server. Anyways, our public test server helped us gain some valuable insight to several server issues. We're confident, that we fixed the worst of those. So all server ports are now configurable via command line, so that's kind of nice. Improve server stability. Add an option for enabling, disabling VAC authentication. I guess some people were banned on VAC and had some issues with that as well, so they weren't able to play on some of the servers. Slash players command prints the number of players and separates them with commas. So if you didn't know, in game you can actually do slash players, but before it would just have all the names and they would just have a space between it, so you couldn't tell the difference between, well, for example, my name is Kane and then space Hart. So is that two people? Is that one people? And like for that one, it's not so hard, but when you have so many other people with unique names, you don't really know who is who. So now it just puts commas and whatnot, and it tells you the count. So that's kind of nice. Added a status command, prints out some information about the server's current status. So if I go ahead and do that now, it's actually kind of a unique little command. I like it a lot actually. Slash status. So we have 18 players online in 18 different sectors. There's 329 players registered. There's 822 factions registered. And there's 68 sectors in the memory, 14,311 sectors in total. And I just checked that a few minutes ago. That's over 20 gigs worth of data, which there's some good news for that in the future. So we'll get to that in a minute. Server sectors are saved one by one now. This might take longer, but will use up less memory. Very nice. Added a text field for passing additional arguments to the dedicated server. So just basically more command stuff. Renamed name parameter to galaxy name and added server name parameter for later use for server browser. Balancing. So integrity fields now work more the way they were intended in the first place, and we added some quality of life improvements. Hyperspace blockers have a range of 20 kilometers now, and you won't get shot down in your start sector when it's just starting out. So integrity field blocks are the ones that I told you to place all over your ship, because basically it makes your entire ship not lose blocks. Well, apparently that's not the case anymore. Sorry, guys. Integrity fields blocks only increase the durability and no longer makes the block invincible. Blocks inside the integrity field can now take 10 times as much damage before they explode. This does not change the ship's overall HP damage taken. It only makes the blocks harder to destroy. So I guess it uses overall HP, but if a block is targeted over and over and over, like your reactor, that reactor will eventually blow up, even though your entire ship might not, lose all its HP like you had to do before. Now they can take out certain parts of your ship out over time. Hyperspace blockers now have a range of 20 kilometers. So those were really nasty. If you guys didn't counter that, you're lucky. Basically, you'd be out and it's like, oh crap, there's a pirate fleet and I can't fight these guys. Let's get out of here. But it would prevent you from jumping. And some people had it to the point where they go 600 kilometers away and they still couldn't jump. So that's kind of nice to see that fix. Increase max distance to ships in order to trade with them to 200 meters. You don't have to be super close to other ships that longer. So that's good because, well, having to be like right in front of them and say, "Hey, Bob, why are you kissing me?" Well, we got to trade, and we can only do it this way. AI ships prefer attacking armed ships as long as you didn't attack them, less getting shot down in the starting sector when building. I'm a little interested in this one. I'm wondering if this means that if I just don't have any armed weapons at all, if I can explore the universe and the galaxy without ever getting shot. It would make sense to a certain area, let's say like the first bit in the starting area, but after that it seems like that would be bad. I mean, it makes cargo haulers and things like that simple. Just don't put weapons on and you're free to go, or you can mine anything anywhere because you don't have to worry about getting shot. But we'll find that out over time. Scripting API, so this is modding, added a stop, save, and has admin privileges, bracket player functions to script server API. So this is just some basic stuff for the scripters. Miscellaneous changes, added more logging. Can't say no to logging. Some problematic characters are now forbidden in ship names. Achievements are disabled in creative mode. Oh, nice. Remove previous target control binding options. Previous targets can select by holding control while pressing the next target. Hyperspace recharge bar turns red when blocked. Oh, that's nice. So you know that you're being blocked if you didn't see the tip. Added hints for brake thrust. Added hints for hyperspace blocking. Added some loading screen tips related to drift. Updated the buy turrets and buy upgrades to buy and sell turrets. Okay, etc. Nice. Now, bug fixes. Thanks to everyone taking the time to reporting those issues. You guys are awesome, and it's true. You guys who report bugs and don't, write a review and say, my bug is this, screw you, are the good ones. Fixed several server stalls and issues and crashes. Woo! Fixed mouse steering being unselectable in controls. So some people accidentally hit F2, I believe it was, and it's probably because you're used to a screenshot in Minecraft, not sure. But either way, they hit F2 and they lost their normal mouse steering controlling, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, when they went in the controls to try to change it, they were unable to do that. They had to hit F2 again, but some people didn't realize that, so there was some problems of people actually playing. Fixed a bug in insurance while players were damaged by enemies but didn't get payouts. Fixed an invalid name error in game settings window. Fixed an exploit that would allow building of insanely large blocks for free. Apply plan now correctly applies a plan to a built craft, not a flown craft. Fixed the script console appearing when you press the apostrophe was pressed. So if you guys were typing and you say, do not, don't or whatever, apostrophe, DON apostrophe T or whatever, or, those kind of things. You would have had that thing that kept popping up on the top there halfway through your screen. It was annoying. Yeah, that shouldn't happen anymore. Fixed the blur shader failing to compile on low-end graphic devices. Known issues. So these are issues that they're working hard to fix them, but simply didn't make it in this patch. Several achievements don't unlock. Slow allied ships. Client crashes when loading the galaxy after previously working fine. Impaired server performance for high player counts. Ooh. Turret twitching. Auto turrets orders resetting on sector change. Planned features. Apart from fixing the above issues, we have several features planned in the immediate future to give you an outlook on what's coming next. Now, this is my favorite one. This is what I've been wanting from like the moment I figured out you can't see your friends. Player groups see players from the same group on the map and sector. Okay, can I sleep till that day? No. We're going to start a new Let's Play series without that, unfortunately, because, we don't want to wait another week or whatever. This is no, hit on the dev or anything. He's working as hard as he can. But I know people want more videos of Avorion, so we've decided we're going to continue on making a new series without the cooperative stuff yet. Safe sectors, where players can build and fly and log out in peace. Nice. Compression of server data, both when sending and making loading screen shorter and saving to disk. Okay, this is nice because right now I'm using 20 gigs. Imagine what it's going to be in like 2 weeks from now. It's going to be like 40 gigs, or actually it's probably going to be like 100 gigs. It's going to get to the point where it's too big, so I'm glad that they're working on compression. Safety and loading screen. So some people have been in their loading screen and then they go to the next sector and boom, they die. If they spawn in an asteroid, they collide into an asteroid. They, have a swarm of pirate ships there, things like that. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how that changes. A teleport command to move players to different sectors. Flight vectors. No flight support mode. Regeneration of broken docks. Ooh, this is a nice one. About 3 or 4 of these ones are actually my report, so I'm really happy they got fixed. The regeneration of broken docks right now is basically when docks get broken, they don't regenerate, so you can't redock at that station ever again, so it kind of sucks. Console interface for Windows dedicated servers. I actually saw somebody complain about this today. They weren't unable to type any commands or do anything into the console because there is no console, so that's going to be nice for them. Respawn sector changing, so this basically means, I assume, you can change your respawn, though we're going to add a mod for our Let's Play, so that'll be interesting. And a server browser. For the not so immediate future, we have a big update plan, the Alliance update. Ooh, this will, in addition to groups, allow players to form alliance that counts as its own faction and has its own resources and ships. Alliance will basically be what guilds and clans are in other games. We plan to host an official server for you guys to play on, so you can look forward to that as well. Beautiful! So that is the patch notes for 0.10.2. Beta, of course, and things are shaping well, and I hope you like this video. I kind of enjoyed, talking about the patch notes, reading through them to get them to know better, maybe discussing them. And if you have any questions, if you're confused about a change or a feature or whatever, and would like some help with it or whatever, feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to answer them, or somebody else might beat me to it and answer your question as well. But either way, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. We are definitely starting up a new Let's Play series. It'll probably start out maybe tomorrow or tonight, I'm not sure, but we'll definitely start getting those episodes out again, and it'll be a private server with Togi and I, so that'll be better. It'll be semi-co-op. I don't know how to label it because, I got my Avorion series and then that one's done, but I don't know how to label like the new series. I don't know if I should label the old one, change it to something old, and then start with the new one, or I don't know. I don't like the idea of calling it Season 2, Season 3, but at the same time, I need to give it somewhat of a name to it. I could call it cooperative or co-op, but it isn't going to be totally co-op because we don't have the co-op features to make it really work yet. So I'd like to hear your opinion on that if you have any. Anyways, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we will see you wonderful people next time.